Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a sit down talking to you guys about things that are happening, good and bad, in my life and things like that that will definitely affect the next few weeks and few months of filming and my content. So this is a chit chat video. I'm going to try and not have this be too long, but I did want to sit down and talk to you guys a little bit about the stuff because I think that you guys deserve to know what's going on, and also that there's some really good things happening amongst my world crumbling down. So let's get into this. First things first is I want to apologize to you guys. The past few weeks, specifically the past week and a half, my content, which is usually currently Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and the next few weeks, once I get everything situated, is going to go back to 5 days a week. I'm actually getting ready to do that, really excited to start doing that again. But this week specifically, and last week, it's been kind of hard for me to get regularly scheduled videos up. So the main issue is, and this is something that's really hard for me to say, is that my dad had something that we believed was called, I believe it's called TMJ, and it's when your cartilage by your jaw slips, and it was really painful for him to eat. And when he went to a doctor to get everything looked at, they found a mass, and that's never good. It's never good. So for the past few weeks, there's been tests, there's been tears, there's been crying, and we are not completely sure what it is yet, but none of the diagnoses are good at all, even a little bit. So I've been emotionally completely drained. I love my family so much, as I know most people love their families. My dad, I'm very close to my dad and my mom, and this just financially for them it's really hard because he works and his job provides the insurance and things like that, and it's really going to be really hard on my mom and my dad. I mean, even if everything is okay and he beats this, it's still going to be a really hard road and really tough, and that alone is making me really upset. But that's best case scenario. Worst case scenario is something I don't even want to speak right now, but it's been really hard on my end, and unfortunately I know a lot of people out there can understand and relate, and I wish and I pray that not a lot of people understood. You know, it's unfortunate that we live, and diseases like this are very common, and it's just hard on everybody involved. So it's been very hard for me. He can only eat pureed foods, so I've been working really hard to make a mass of different soups so that way he can have a variety of different foods and it's not putting too much of a burden on my mother. He's still working on and off a little bit, and we're not exactly sure what treatments are going to be, what order of operation treatments are going to be. It's just a lot of things are up in the air right now, and that makes things really hard. So personally, I have time to film, but emotionally, I have been a wreck. I have been crying. I think I've cried so many tears the past few weeks. It's been ridiculous. And I know that things have been extremely tough on my mom. She's always taken care of family members who have had these diseases, and I just, you know, it's not something I want her to go through in the same regard as this is something I don't want my dad to go through. My sister, my nephew is finally he can eat food now, you know, he's getting better, and as soon as he's getting better, and we were celebrating and excited about him getting better and, you know, really growing up and, you know, moving forward with, you know, what he's gone through, now there's this. So it feels like the entire year of 2018 has just been a solid amount of stress and health issues for my family, my health issues too. And I'm not going to get into my health issues too much, but it's been rough for us. So that's why the past few weeks and the next upcoming few weeks, I'm going to try and keep my schedule. But if I just don't have the time to film, if I don't have the emotional energy to film, if you see a few videos missing, I will be back. But it's just this next few weeks has been really rough until we know exactly how we're moving forward, what we need to do, and things like that. Now, I love YouTube, you guys, and this has been such an amazing outlet for me. It's been a way for me to talk to people, to really interact with people who have the same passions and hobbies as me. This has in no way been a burden. In fact, you know, I wish I could do it more because it's really an outlet and it's really all positive. So, but just, you know, even if you're gonna go someplace and you know it's gonna be a good experience, if you don't have the emotional and physical capacity to do it, it's hard. So I want to make sure that I'm still giving you guys the best content as possible, and I also want to do it for me as well. It's keeping me a little bit distracted, which is really, really good. But for the next few weeks, my schedule might vary and be up in the air. There might be a week that I don't upload something, or I might get 5 videos out. It really depends on emotionally and physically how I feel, so that way I can give you guys the best content. So just letting you guys know that now, and I'm very sorry. I know that I try to be very consistent with my upload, and for the next few weeks it's going to be kind of but when I do come back completely, like when we're figuring out, you know, the treatment, figuring out, you know, driving to the hospital, doing all the things that we need to do, then I'm going to be able to schedule content more. And that's probably when I'm going to come back to doing 5 videos a week, because I really do miss giving you guys videos every day. So that's the bad. that's the bad. And it's pretty much the most horrible thing or one of the most horrible things that's ever happened to me and my family. So if you guys are religious, prayers are great. If you're not religious, just any support you guys could give. I know I'm not asking for financial support, but you know, my mom does read these comments, you know, my dad does come check on my videos a little bit, so when you guys do offer your support, I know it means a lot. So just thoughts and support during this time would be fantastic. I hate asking for it, but it does really mean a lot to me as well. So that's the bad. Now let's get to the good stuff, because even though during this entire thing there are some amazing things that are happening as well, and things that I'm really super duper excited for. So the first thing is if you guys don't know, Carlos actually comes down to South Florida from time to time. He has family down here, and he will be here very soon, within a week or 2, and we're going to be filming some videos, and we're also going to be doing a meet and greet with Big Beard Business. Now initially this was going to be a meet and greet with Carlos and Big Beard Business, and I was going to go because obviously I don't get to see Carlos that often, and I really wanted to meet Big Beard Business as well. I was really excited to meet him. And Carlos was just very nice, and he's like, do you want to be a part of this event too? And I was like, that would be awesome, thank you. So we are doing a meet and greet at Osmade Perfumery. I'm going to link the Facebook information below. I'm really excited. This is a fantastic niche perfumery place in Miami. Maurice is amazing. He's so knowledgeable and passionate about fragrances, and I'm really excited to talk fragrances with you guys. So if you guys live in the South Florida area and you wanted to meet us and talk with us, that would be great. I love learning new things from you guys, so please come and teach me. I love it. So that is something I'm really, really excited for, and again, dates and times will be linked below in the Facebook event. So if you guys want to check that out, definitely check that out. The other thing I wanted to talk about briefly, but not super briefly, I'm going to be dedicating an entire video to this very soon, but I am going to make a kind of mini announcement about it now. I've been working on this for the past month. It's my passion project. I am getting ready to announce it. Now, I am partnering, and not partnering, I am commissioning a very prominent nose from a very fantastic niche house. I absolutely love her creations, and when I was thinking about the best way to create this fragrance, I really ultimately decided I don't really want to mix this myself. I want this to be the best possible fragrance that I could ever make, because it's like a dream fragrance in my head that I've been thinking about and just really, really enraptured with. And after mixing all the essential oils together and doing my little kind of prototype thing, I know exactly kind of how I want it to be. And she is the best person to create this particular style of fragrance, and her style of perfumery fits perfectly with how I want this to smell. So I was so grateful, so incredibly grateful when she agreed to be a part of this project. Now this project it's not completely developed yet, it doesn't have a name yet. In order to be able to move forward with this project, specifically because of health issues with my family, money's a little bit tight. So we will have to do pre-orders of this scent. But I want you guys to know that pre-orders, you're not going to be completely buying blind. I'm not sure exactly how it will work, but anybody that pre-orders this fragrance, and it will be released is cheaper than what it would be full price if we continue to sell this fragrance after the pre-orders. It will be cheaper, and you will get sent a sample. I don't know if you'll get sent a sample before the bottle arrives or with the bottle when you get it, but as long as you don't open the fragrance and you just use the sample, if you do not like it, you can return it for a full refund. Or if we send it previously, before we ship the initial bottles, you can cancel your order, no problem. So you're gonna have to pre-order it blind, but you will get a sample to try and test, a 2 ml sample, before you decide, and you can cancel at any time, return your fragrance, and get a full refund. So that's kind of something I wanted to talk about, and the reason why I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about this, and I'm going to get way more into it with the video, is I'm not going to announce the nose. And this sounds so weird because I know with other people releasing their lines and they're being secretive, I don't want to say anything until all of my I's are dotted and my T's are crossed. But the fragrance will be listed as a limited edition fragrance underneath her house, which I was completely honored. And this fragrance is not a vanity project, and it is not a project for profit. So all of the fees associated with shipping, all of the fees associated with creating this fragrance are going to be paid. Any profit is going to charity. Every single penny. I am not making a penny, a half a penny on this project, and it's going to a charity that I'm going to talk a little bit more about when I release the video, because I really want to let you guys know about the project more in depth, about the fragrance more in depth, and about the charity more in depth. But it is a charity that focuses primarily on rescuing big cats. So I'm very super duper excited about that. I love the charity. It's something that I really stand behind and really just enjoy everything that they're doing, and really respect everything they're doing to help cats and animals. And so I thought that being Beauty Meow and being an animal lover, that this would be a fantastic charity to back, and I mean every single penny is going to charity. Any profit I would get, I'm not keeping a dime. And this isn't a vanity project too, so the fact that it would be released underneath her house as a limited edition fragrance actually makes the overhead costs less, so more money can go to charity. So this is something we've been talking about and discussing for a few weeks, and we're really super duper excited, and we're getting ready to move into development. And just overall, I'm really excited for this project, and I will definitely talk to you guys more once I'm ready to launch the campaign, and I will go way more in depth. If you guys have any questions that you have, that you would like to know, that you would need to know before you would purchase a fragrance, or before just for this project in general, please let me know in the comment section below. I will be more than happy to answer any questions that you guys have when I do the full video. But just to give you guys a little bit of a tidbit, it's going to be a niche fragrance. It's going to be probably very dominant on jasmine, but it's not going to be like a sweet floral. It's going to be more kind of like a dirty jasmine with notes of like leather and citruses in there. So that's the idea of what the fragrance is going to be, but there's going to be a lot of other things going on into it, so I'm really super duper excited for that. But I just, and the fragrance will also be released 30 ml, so it's going to be small and very accessible. There's going to be different tiers that you can purchase, so that this all 30 mils is just bigger donations to the charity, but there's going to be no limit to them. So it's not like there's only going to be like a specific amount of the smaller. So the smaller amount, which is going to be $50 USD shipped, so that comes with free shipping and a sample. And again, if you don't like it, you can get all your money back. What that will do is that will give charity, that will give money to the cats, that will give you a sample, and that will give you a bottle of perfume. And it's coming at about 20 to 30% cheaper than if you were to buy it full price, or what her fragrances cost full price. So anyway, there is a lot going on, and there's a lot of little details that I can't really get into right now, because again, I need to dot my I's and cross my T's. But I'm just letting you guys know that, again, it'll be unisex sense, niche, it'll be a little bit more on the conceptual side. I'll be really excited. And when you realize who the nose is, when I announce who the nose is, and when I talk about the charity and the fragrance itself, you guys will have a little bit more of an understanding about why I'm saying these random words that sound like buzzwords, and I can't really say everything too much because I really want to wait until I announce the fragrance to give you guys more information. But I did want to let you guys know in the next week or two, I will be making an announcement with that. It's going to be, I'm really super duper excited, and I'm so excited to be able to work with this person. I'm such a fan of her work. So yeah. And if you guys want to take wild guesses of who you think it might be, there's a comment section below, let me know. And if you guys guess, then I'll let you know. I'll let you know who I'm working with. But yeah, that's the stuff that's going on. Some really good things. I'm really excited to move forward with this passion project. I'm really excited to see Carlos. I really love Carlos. Like, I consider him a friend, and so whenever I get a chance to see him, I get very excited. I love the idea of a meet and greet because I get to talk to people, and that's really exciting because I like to talk to people. So that's the good, and then the bad again is just my dad and the health situation of my family. So I wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about that. I'm not gonna have any video tomorrow because I'm spending the next 2 days literally cooking like 50 soups. So that way my dad can have lots of food to eat, and that also relieves a lot of burden on my mom because she's got a lot on her plate as well. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video and sitting through this talkie video. And again, thank you guys so much, because I want to come back to YouTube, and I love YouTube because it's been such an amazing experience. It's been nothing but positives, and you guys are absolutely incredible, like absolutely incredible. So, you know, this is an outlet for me. This is something I enjoy doing. This isn't a burden whatsoever. It's just currently right now there's so many different things going on. A lot of it is requiring like all of my mental strength that I can muster, and so I'm just gonna have to take the next few days off and do what I need to do to help my family and figure out what I'm doing, and then move forward, because that's the only thing you can really do, right? You know, you can't sugarcoat anything, you can't wish it away, you can't lock it in a closet. You have to move forward and be proactive, and that takes time and energy, and right now that's my main priority for at least the next week or two. Once we have a proper diagnosis, once we know what's going on with treatment, once I know what part I'm gonna have to play in all of this, and I will play every part imaginable if that's what's needed of me, then I'll be able to be more consistent with my videos. But I'm definitely going to try and get videos out, so you might see weird videos randomly for the next week or two, but I promise I will be back to my regularly scheduled program once, you know, I can figure out a schedule and what's gonna happen. So I want to thank you guys so much, just in general, for being just such an amazing experience, and if you've sit through this entire video, thank you so much. Again, leave the comments open for any questions regarding anything I've talked about. I definitely am here to answer questions and talk to you guys, and if you guys live in the South Florida area or the Florida area and you want to come to the meet and greet, I would love to meet you guys, and I would love you guys to teach me more about fragrance, because even though I'm sitting in front of this phone, it's a phone I use my iPhone to film, and I've been doing this for 2 years, and I've been given such amazing opportunities. I am in no way an expert. I am a novice, I'm an amateur, and I am learning and growing, and I learn so much from you guys. So I would love to learn more from you guys in person. If you live in the area, definitely come hang out with us. That would be cool. In any case, guys, have a wonderful week and weekend, and I'll see you next time.